This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Washington football team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Hey, check. Mike 6. Hey, here I come. Check safety.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, check Mike.
They fake the give. Newton.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Taylor. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Any day. Check. 42's the mic. Check. 42. Here we go. Watch the pass.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Here I come. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. 6-man.
Now the man from UTEP. This is Aaron Jones. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Mike 55. Mike 55. I got you. I got you.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. You.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. 20, 10,
that's the way to
and
run
it's a
it,
fumble. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
What we got? Mike 42, Mike.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
42's Mike, 42.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
On first down, Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's second and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
You must be getting tired.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And again, it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daron Payne coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Humphries now to return. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Second and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, check Mike, check Mike.
Now Newton.
Here we go.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Here's a give to Gibson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second and 6.
Ready? Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Back to throw, Newton. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off play action, Newton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Here's Gibson on the read option. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Wide, get wide. Under 10, under 10, 10. Rush 10.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0.
Packers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back.
That QB's trash. Let's go. Mike 52, Mike 52. It's our time.
Now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A pickup on the play of 54 yards. First down, Washington. Dustin Hopkins scores a Washington field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rodgers going to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's checking. Crash.
Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tonyan. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Gibson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gibson again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run it with Gibson. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Antonio Gibson punching it in from a yard away. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
On the return, it's Taylor. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he's.
There he goes, right side. 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 81 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Washington 31, Packers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Check pass. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Coming to you. Get 300. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. 47.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
96 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively. We might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Washington on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Newman. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And he's got it, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter, and this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the
Packer pressure, and down he goes. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now it's 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Newman looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling